welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Rosie and I'm giving myself 6 months to create my crochet online small business. So this is the first video on this channel and the plan for today is going to be just to get some stuff done. I need to take pictures. So I want to take you back a little bit in the past because I have a hodgepodge of clips that I've taken recently and I just want to kind of get those out of the way so we can start fresh from here on out. So the first thing I'm going to attempt is called the Tilda Shrug on Etsy and the shop is EvelynandPeter. So it looks like this. Okay, well you can't see it so I'll try to insert a picture if I can remember. But it's really cute. And hopefully it's not too...
Stop it. I'm trying to focus here.
It's the next day. It's about 1 o'clock. That's a guess. I don't actually know what time it is, but I'm assuming it's around 1 o'clock. I've gotten a lot done so far. Here is the panel so far. It's getting pretty big. This is the ribbing for the cuff, so it's gonna be seamed up the side. It's honestly so soft. I'm really happy with this yarn choice and I think it's gonna turn out so cute. Okay, honey. I didn't make my bed and my kid spilled water on the floor, so she cleaned it up with 7 different towels. But I wanted to show you what we got done with the first panel. So this is half of our cardigan. It's like a, what do they call it? I keep thinking of the name and then forgetting it. It's like a bolero and a sweater. I don't know. Shrug. That's what they called it, was a shrug. So this is what we have so far. This is the front. So it's gonna go like this and then go over the shoulder. That's an awful way to show you, but also it has this really pretty bead stitch. This is how much we were left with, so quite a bit of this cake, probably like a third. So I'll have to find another project to make with this. We'll have the same amount on the other side. I don't want to use this on the other side because then the fade is not going to be the same. So we'll save this for something else. So we're going to use this for the next one, for the next sleeve, which I will start in a little bit. First though, I want to take a little bit of a break and curl my hair so that I can take some photos of the scrunchies that we have. At least a couple that are like actually being used because they're so pretty in the sunlight. Like when the sunlight hits those gems, they just like are so shiny and I want to really try to capture that in my listing photos. And I want to make some more progress on our scrunchies. So this is the bin that I have that has a lot of my current finished scrunchies in it. I have some that are just normal, but I want to lean away from this because I know that a lot of other crocheters are making just regular scrunchies, which is amazing, but I think I want to lean into something that makes them a little bit more special, a little bit more me. And I love the gems. I just can't. They're just so beautiful. So these ones are done. They like, as in they have their ends weaved in. And then this is my current little bin of scrunchies that need their ends woven in. Yeah, so super cute little scrunchies. So this is how much I have of the red skein, which it's getting a little bit floppy. I want to get out some more Juicy Couture, which I have a lot of because I love it. I love Juicy Couture and this yarn is just so soft. I'm sad that it's not around anymore because I really liked it, but I do have a couple burnout velvets that I can use if we ever get to that point, but this one I think we'll make 2. This is the color Cocoa Red, which I love. This is perfect. This is the bin that has most of my Juicy Couture yarn in it. When I was putting my yarn in my bins, I was trying to kind of separate them as much as possible, but they're a little squeezed. That's okay. So we have Skyway, Aspen Gold, which is a beautiful yellow. We have Soft Glow, more Soft Glow. This one's Sparkle. This one's not Sparkle. Ooh, this one's pretty. This is Carbon Gray Sparkly. I think I'm gonna pull out these 2. We'll start with these, and then we have the other 2 that are in the red skein that we can make, so that will be 4 each. That's 8, 10 for the rest of the night, which I think will be pretty good. I'll update you when we make some progress on scrunchie making. And we gotta work on our other sleeve for our shrug. So we've got lots to do.
Life has been sweet, but by taking a picture one night, the deputy follows the man back in his van, hoping to find an innocent explanation. The dog was taken.
Good morning, it's the next day and we are gonna open our box of Premier yarns. I'm so excited. Last night I got some scrunchies made. I ended up just making dinner and then trying to put Everett, my son, to sleep, but he didn't really feel like going to bed, so he went to bed at like 10 and then I ended up staying up and working on the other sleeve of the shawl for the Shrug, and I stayed up until like midnight doing that and I only got like 4 or 5 rows in. It's almost 11 a.m. and I've made probably 4 scrunchies this morning. So 3 regular blue and then 2 so far of the carbon gray sparkly. So that's what we've got done today, and we're gonna bust out the other half of that shawl shrug thing later. But now for the good stuff. I got some t-shirt yarn because apparently t-shirt yarn is non-existent these days and you can't find it in store. So this is the first time I've ever ordered from Premier. My mom has ordered, she's right here. I'll show you, say hi. Hello. She will show you what she got in a minute, but I mostly got t-shirt yarn because I couldn't find it in store. And I want to make the bag from Loose Ends Crochet, or just Loose Ends on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure he has an Instagram and all that. But that's what I got. So here is a look. Excited?
I'm holding my breath.
This is her stuff on top.
So. I'm holding my breath.
Okay.
You can unbox mine. You
want me to unbox yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't want to tell them what you got?
No, it's okay. You can tell them. Oh,
okay. So we have 2 skeins of Parfait Chunky in Summer Squash. And then 2 Parfait, yeah, it's nice. 2 Parfait Chunky in Sundown. This color's so pretty. This one, this is the Parfait Chunky Glitz bag, and I don't think you can tell, but it's kind of red.
It is actually red. I bet that's gonna like transfer color.
This is most likely gonna stain your hook handle or stain your hands. Yeah, but
that's really pretty.
Yeah, Parfait Chunky Glitz, huh?
It's really pretty.
In Cardinal Glitz. Marshmallow. It's another mushroom.
We can put it in.
Made that picture last week.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I love it. You want to show the camera? You want to show the camera?
And this is my picture, and that's what I want.
Here, point it up a little bit.
And we put it up a little bit.
This is black. More glitz. We got purple or bright pink iris. And this one is sage. 2 more Parfait Chunky in color chocolate. And then last thing I got for myself, which is 6 skeins of the Premier ribbon yarn, which is basically, it doesn't look like t-shirt yarn. It actually looks like braided ribbon. It's like flat. Kids are going crazy, so I'm gonna work on my scrunchies and finish this skein. I think I need some new scissors. Okay, I just sacrificed myself to the heat to take photos of some other things that I have in that I'm ready to sell. Babies are knocking at the door. Hopefully they turned out okay. It's blistering hot. I couldn't see anything I was doing. I'm really super sweaty from going outside still. So I'm just gonna put my hair up. This is one of my scrunchies that I kept. No, they don't get stuck in your hair. No, they don't pull. They're super cute. Boom. Love it. Love it so much. I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I have made so far. Most of it, full transparency, Kelsie's tutorials on YouTube. She is definitely a big inspiration of mine. I love her videos. I love her personality, and I really think her patterns are so cute. I made this one, which is the same style, same pattern, but I made the straps way too short. I was kind of just eyeballing it from like memory, and I thought it was 50 stitches, but it's definitely not 50 stitches. It's definitely more. So this one has slightly shorter straps, so maybe I'll have to price it a bit lower or undo the straps. Look what I got from Facebook Marketplace. I'm so excited. It's an adjustable mannequin with legs. Don't look at my laundry piles. I just got back from going to run some errands. I went to Target and I got that mannequin from Facebook Marketplace for a steal. I'm really excited about it. And now I'm just chilling. We're starting our second sleeve for the Bolero Shawl. I never can remember the name of this thing. Shrug. I've got my iPad with all of our little, so I remember the stitches because it's like a bunch of repeats, but I can never remember which row I'm on, so I just write everything out and it helps me stay focused. But yeah, so let's try to bust out the rest of this sleeve tonight. I'm gonna get started on it. Good morning, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's the next day. I've gotten quite a bit of progress on our sleeve. It's going slower than I was hoping, but you know, that's life with kids. And you can only do what you can do, right? But what I want to do first thing this morning is fix this bandana because the straps are too short and it's bothering me. So I'm gonna figure out where I hope I don't have to take everything out. Oh, I already wove in the end. Okay. I guess. My camera died, but I got the edge or the straps longer. This is way more comfortable, I feel like. And then I redid the edge with the picots and everything. I just need to weave in this little end right here. I'm just gonna keep working on this. We're like halfway done with this sleeve, and then we can start putting the Shrug together and then be done with it. Okay, so I was just sitting here crocheting away and I was like, this is getting a bit long, and I was using more of my cake than I had on the other one, on the other side, but on my note I still had like 2 more rows to go. So I decided to go get the other sleeve and compare, and this one is longer already. So I'm definitely wasting my time right now. And I just counted the rows, which I should have just done when I noticed that the color was already getting light until here. So only like 2 rows, 3. But that's what happens when you get carried away and aren't paying attention. But in the meantime, I'm getting a headache. So I'm hoping it goes away because it doesn't feel that good. Well, I need to recount. I have a bad feeling about this. Now that we've got our second panel, we're gonna start working the decreases to create this sort of vibe. Like this kind of like, looks like a little bit of like a ladder system, like a little bit of like a little steps. And then we'll just finish off with this bead stitch, and then I think we can put them together and then sew everything together, and then we just have to do the edge and it'll be done. All right, you guys, I finished the whole top almost. I finished both sides, and I didn't realize that when you seam up the sides, I don't have enough yarn because the color changing yarn is already white. I've used up all of the dark color. So I'm making my husband take me to Michael's to get the rest of the color, to get another skein of that color so I can seam up the sides. He's not happy about it. Alright y'all, bad news. They did not have the yarn, but I got other yarn because of course we needed other colors. No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not kidding actually. Hopefully this matches a little bit, or this brown one. If not, I have other plans for them, but hopefully they do. And if they don't, I'll try to see if I can order it on Amazon, or I will have to drive very far out of my way tomorrow to get the right color. But I really wanted to finish it tonight, so I'm really bummed. But it's okay because we're gonna go get ice cream Sammy's. Ruby Jewels. And fix all of our problems with ice cream. Ruby Jewels. Ruby Jewel? I see a Ruby Jewel. Hey, you didn't even show me. Good morning. We got a new Hot Wheel in the mail. Yeah. The yarn selection at the other Michaels was no bueno, and none of those are gonna work. And I don't want to try to sell like a half-ass cardigan thing, so we're gonna go to Michaels that's unreasonably far away and then see if they have it there, because I looked online and it said they did have it there, so I'm just gonna pray and hope that they have it. But I have my project bag and I brought all my scrunchy stuff. This is the color we're gonna use today. This is Aspen Gold, and so we're gonna try and see if we can get these scrunchies. You're fine. If we can get these scrunchies made. I chose these gold gems because I felt like the gold went with the yellow and the goldy yellow pretty well. So found the yarn. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful that I was able to find it, that one. Gonna work on these scrunchies. I finished one. Well, I didn't finish it. I didn't weave in the ends. I didn't bring a needle with me, but there she is. We're home from our errands. I got the yarn and I'm seaming up the edges. I had messed up the stitch count yesterday on the little bobble-y type, the bead stitch part. So I had to go back and frog some of that and then redo it and make sure all the numbers lined up. And then I seamed that up, and now we're just finishing. We're on the final stretch, finishing with the cuffs, seaming up the sides. Then I'm sure we're gonna do some sort of edge because this has got this weird like steps from the increases. So hopefully we do something with that. I haven't looked that far ahead though. And I'm ready to be done with this. I think it's gonna be so cute. I can't wait to put it on. I'm definitely glad that we went out of our way to go get this yarn, because it would have looked so ridiculous had I used like a different kind of yarn or a different color. But now I know for the future that I need to keep in mind the changing colored yarn, that, and especially if I'm like doing something that needs seamed or sewn up at the end, I need to make sure that I keep some aside of that color that it's at. So now we're just gonna watch some Just Vintage Crochet, which I've been binging lately. And then Mom is working on her, what are you making?
Snorlax.
Snorlax. I'm in my sunroom because the lighting is the best in here, but it's hot out here and I'm in my jammies, so don't mind that. But here we are. This is the back. How cute. This is the front. So really nice color changes with a little bit of a lighter border. Yeah, I need to weave in all the ends obviously, but this is what it looks like on. It's so soft, so nice and cozy. It would be perfect for the fall when you just need like a little bit of extra something to wear. We are going to put together a new shelf for my yarn that I got. It's a cubby shelf and I think I'm gonna put it in my closet, but I'm not sure. I might leave it out in the room to kind of display the yarn. I basically just took out the hardware. My camera wasn't recording, but it's okay because I just spent way too long trying to open the box. Now, what we're gonna do is put together our shelf. This is a 6-cube cubby shelf that I got from Walmart for like $29, I think. And hopefully it's not too hard to put together, but we'll just have to see. So we'll speed this up so you don't have to endure putting together furniture with me, but just know I'm not having fun. Okay. I'll see you in like 20 minutes. Hopefully.
There you go. Perfect.
That's way better, huh? Alright, it's all done. All put together. I think it looks so good next to the mannequin. And I'm really excited to have this here. We're going to fill it up with our yarn. But I need to go grocery shopping. I got something from Amazon. I'm so excited to put it together when I get back home. But it's going to have to wait for a bit. In the meantime, I'll probably bring this with me in case I have a lull period. But this is what I'm working on right now. It's going to be a blanket scarf. I've been doing, oop. Of course you're not gonna focus. You can't really see anything at all, but I'm doing a crossed double crochet. I know you can't see it that well, but it's really pretty. I like it. I feel like this actually might be too big. like too wide. Maybe not. There's like no way to tell. But I googled it and it said 16 to 35 inches and this is 24-ish inches, I think. We'll see, I guess. Hopefully it turns out. But I'm gonna keep working on it and I'll see you guys when I get home from grocery shopping. I'm sorry I'm super washed out. Sun is not being my friend right now, but I'm not gonna fix it. This is where we are at with our blanket scarf, and it's super pretty. It's coming along great. I think the color is gorgeous. So I'm excited to keep going, but I have this cake. It's rolling everywhere, and so I'm so excited because I got something on Amazon to solve that problem for me, and we're gonna put it together. It's one of these. And if you tell me this is a bad idea, then you're wrong. Kindly, because I'm so excited. It's so easy. It comes in 4 pieces. This is the little yarn holder. This is the big yarn holder. All you gotta do, put this on here. And we're gonna use one of these screws to screw it in. It even comes with a screwdriver, which is great. Love them for that. Okay, girl. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, there's that. It's gonna go on my little table. Oh, let me hit myself in the face with it. Okay, you didn't see that. I'm going to get this stuff. I was trying to get this off my lap. All this trash right here. And I wanted to move my table a little bit closer so I could put it right here, right out of sight from you. This goes like this. Screw that on here. All done. And then all you gotta do, bink, and your yarn stays and it like will spin. So let's do that and then put our yarn on, pop it on. Oh, did you see? I got a new blanket for my couch. It's Lucille Ball and Ethel, but she can't see her yet. Miss Ethel over here. Let's put in some work on this blanket scarf real quick. This is probably gonna be the only thing that I do tonight. It's Sunday evening and I'm just gonna put in some time on this and see how far it gets me. I only have 3 skeins of this, so I'm really hoping that it is enough to create the length that I want. Hi. We're back from the beach. I didn't tell you we were going to the beach, but we went to the beach for a night and I stopped filming because I got really sad. Once I finished the shrug, I was walking out to go put it away and I noticed that one side seemed a little bit longer than the other. It was lighter than the other one, and so I should have known that it was longer, but I had already finished it, so I just thought, I forgot what I was saying, but I should have known that it was longer because one side was lighter. One side the yarn finished lighter than the other side, and since it's an ombre yarn I should have known that one side was longer, but I thought it was just my tension and like I don't know, so I noticed that it was lighter and then I thought I would just block the shorter side because maybe that would make it a little bit even, like more even. So I blocked it and then I waited for it to dry and then I found it after it had dried and I realized that it didn't help it at all and it was just longer. So I attempted to take the stitches out so that I could just go back a row or two, and it didn't work because the yarn that I'm using is really tangly and like kind of mats up with itself because it's kind of like I imagine mohair would be, and like it's like fuzzy-ish. And it made for a really, really beautiful fabric. It was so soft and cozy and I loved it so much, but I missed something or I went too far on some part. And I didn't really have a good system for keeping things organized and like figuring out which row I was on. So basically now I have, oh, did I say that it fell apart? Well, it fell apart. And so I didn't say that, but it did fall apart. And so now I'm sleeveless. I have 2 sleeves, but they're like not really fixable or usable because it's unraveling from the middle of the sleeve. And so anyways, I'm just
Hey, listen here, lady. I don't stop you from drinking. Okay, that's enough.
So now I have nothing to sell other than scrunchies, a couple of bags that I've already made, and the
Feet pics.
no, Mom. So anyways, now I've completely lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
And I have to start over basically on the shrug.
Tears
But it was beautiful and I cried. Yeah, cried. It's just rough, you know, when you're making something for 4 days and you put your whole day energy into making it and it turns out amazing, except for it's too long on one side. So yeah, it sucks. But I've been working on the scarf that we talked about. It's been quite a few days, so I've gone through almost 3. I'm on the 3rd skein now and it's getting pretty long. And I don't know why I didn't just make a regular scarf, because I feel like that might have been easier, less time consuming and require less yarn, but I like the aesthetic of a blanket scarf, so I thought I would make one. So hopefully it turns out and it's pretty and someone else wants to buy it, because I really like it.
And this is your daily dose of crime. And you guys are the reason that it works so hard.
Hi. Okay, we're back and I'm in my chair. I've got my comfy like little snuggy blanket thing on and I've restarted the shrug. I'm really upset about it, but I'm going to start on the outside of the ball so that the sleeves will be white instead of like the darker taupe color. And what I'm gonna do is just keep working on it and then post it when I'm done with it. This is gonna be in the same large, extra large size. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. I also have been working on the scarf, but we're gonna work on this. I have a new way that I'm gonna go about keeping track of my rows because I am a mom of 2, and so keeping track of rows is a little bit hard sometimes, especially when it's like a 3-row repeat. So I printed the pattern and then I wrote up my own little pattern thing just to keep track of which row I'm on, and that's actually been helping me a lot. Today we're going to be focusing on some Halloween things because it's September 9th and Halloween is coming up quickly, and I want to make a couple simple things that I can add to my shop. So the first thing we're going to work on is going to be bandanas. I'm going to be making a bandana with a bat applique. Applique is going to be from OhMeOhMyCrochet on YouTube, which I will link below. These are some of the colors I've chosen. So these two are I Love This Cotton in ivory and purple. And then this one here is gonna be Big Twist, which you can't get anymore at the moment, but this is Big Twist Favorite Cotton. And this is just black, I'm sure. So I think that the black and the purple will make a nice combo. I think the black and the orange will make a nice combo. And I think the black and the white will be a nice combo as well. I also have Lily Sugar and Cream black, or I do have another one of these, or I have another black that I can use if I run out. Like one, I'll do the black bandana with the purple and the orange for the bats, and then I'll do the white bandana with the black for the bat. When this video comes out, you'll be able to find all of these items on my website, which is EvelynandPeter.com. And yeah, check it out, see if there's anything that you like. This guy.
No, you don't.
This is me. Hold on a second. I hate this camera. It never focuses. Do you know this guy? I literally always look like this guy.
Well, because you're trying to tuck your hairs back?
That's just how my hair always looks. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
That's all wrong. That's what you get for you.
Oh my goodness. 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 Okay. First, I have a big old fat stack of granny squares that I want to turn into a hooded scarf real quick. I'll link a tutorial for this from another channel. I don't remember the name, but I'll look it up and leave it linked. Super simple. Granny squares here, 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 and here in the back, and then scarf down the side. So I'm just going to watch some Just Vintage Crochet while I whip stitch these together. So I'm just gonna start by putting the right sides together, sewing her up. It is open. Okie dokie. Today is September 12th. So we need to put on my little calendar in the back over here. You can't see it, but my little calendar. On that calendar, I want to write down the 6 months to give myself a little bit of a push, you know, to work on things. If you want to check out any of the products that I'm showing today, my website is EvelynandPeter.com, and those are my middle names if you're at all curious. So let's grab the calendar. So I want to start off by saying this is my room. Welcome to my room. I'm a mom of 2 children. I have a little girl, her name is Sienna, and a little boy who's Everett, and they are my driving force in everything that I do. But that also means that sometimes there might be noises in my videos, it might be kind of loud, but you know what? My goal going forward is to not worry about being perfect, because nobody's perfect, and I want to be able to show the reality of everything that I go through on this journey. So yeah, if there's noises, if there's crying, if there's lots of other things in my videos, just know that this is real life. So here's a prime example of kids. This is a shawl that I'm working on currently, and guess what this girl did? She literally cut it off my work. Are you kidding? That girl. And also here, this is Play-Doh and these are beads. So just things that I deal with, you know? So I'm gonna have to reattach that because I want to work on that today. Here is my lucky pen that I got from my cousin. Today is Friday, September 12th. So that is gonna be March 12th. This is gonna be my 6-month deadline. So what's gonna happen if I don't hit that goal of creating a business? And by business, I mean the goal is to be able to create an income so that I can pay my rent. I do have a spouse. My husband is a hardworking man. This income is really just to keep us afloat and to make sure that we have enough money for food, light bill, all that kind of stuff. Plan B would be just getting a regular schmegular job, which is not what I want to do because I really would like to enjoy this last year of my son being at home. So it's pretty late in the day. I had a few errands to run this morning. It's almost 1:30. So I'm gonna write down a couple things that I want to get done in my planner. And then I have this scarf. I have this hat that I've been working on. It's literally 2 rows in, so I have that hat. And then I have some bandanas that I am working on. And I really want to make some spooky season apparel. So here is a bandana. It's just black. This is kind of the vibe. Obviously a work in progress. I've literally sewn on the head of this one only. So once the wings are on, it's gonna be so cute. It's literally, so it's a bat. Can you see it? So cute. So 4 bats per bandana. I have 3 bandanas made. I'm also working on this shawl. This is a shawl that I'm following a pattern again from someone on YouTube. It's Bag-O Day, Bag-O Day Crochet. This is the Crochet Easy Beginner Shawl Tutorial, Lightning Struck Twice. So that's what this is called. So I want to work on this because it's so cute. The last thing that I have as like a whip right now is this blanket scarf. I'm sorry, my camera does not focus at all, like ever. That's actually the back. This is the front. This is the beginning of a blanket scarf that I'm making. No pattern for this because I've just made this up. Maybe I'll write a pattern someday if anyone cares. It's just a rectangle, but maybe if someone wants a pattern, I'll try to write my first pattern. I don't know. Now that I've literally sufficiently blabbed your ear off, I'm gonna start out with the white bandana we need for the bats. This is Lion Brand 24/7 cotton in ecru. It's done. It's 4:40 now. This is taking really long and my fingers are starting to hurt, but we're not gonna complain. I have 4 orange bats and 1 black bat Yeah, so I need to make 3 more bats, and then I'm gonna sew all the bats onto the bandanas, and then I'm gonna find a mindless project to do for the rest of the night. So it's now 5:13 p.m. and that means it's time to hang out with my kids and my husband and my mom. So what I'm gonna do is just take some of this yarn with me to sew onto the bandanas. I'll see you guys later once I make dinner and do all that stuff. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's the next day. It's 2:20 in the afternoon on Saturday and I'm just a little bit stressed out. Let me show you how far I've gotten on the shawl because I've been putting in some work on this guy. It's getting pretty big. And then as I've been sitting here, I've been working on this hat. The most tedious thing has been the bats. Sewing these bats on took forever. Here she is. I do think it's really cute. Finished one of my baddie bandanas and then I didn't finish any of the others. That's where we're at with our projects, but it's Saturday. It's about 2:30. I want to post this video tomorrow and I have so many other clips from the past, like they're all random. I'm just gonna try to make a video out of it. I hope you stick around for the next one to see how much of the stuff that we finish. I mean, I'm gonna finish all of it. If you like any of the things that I show in this video, definitely check out my website. I'll have everything linked below in the description. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna finish all of this stuff and figure out how to edit this video and make it into one thing. I don't know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.